Hello, good morning. Good morning.
Good
Hello,
morning.
Good morning,
good
sir.
morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
आवाज येतोय व्यवस्थित? हॅलो,
होय,
yes,
sir.
sir.
आवाज येतोय व्यवस्थित?
yes, sir.
हॅलो,
होय, sir. येतोय.
ओके ओके
Go ahead.
ओके. So how many students are there? 9, 10. Okay. Can you start? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes. Okay. Morning, all of you. So I'll be taking some part of RMB. And can you see this here? That is a screen. Screen
Yes,
दिसतंय
sir.
सगळ्यांना?
Yes, sir.
दिसतंय
Yes,
का?
sir.
Okay. Okay. So I will take some part of RMB. In that, there is a one chapter unit is there. CPCA committee. The CPCA guidelines for laboratory animal care and handling of the animals. So this committee. So what is meant by CPCA? Is a committee for purpose of control and supervision of experiment on the animal. So this is a statutory committee under the Prevention of Cruelty to Animal Act 1960. So this act is which are functioning since 1991, which ensure the animals are not be subject to give the unnecessary pains or suffering before, during, or after the performance of the experiment on them. So his main purpose is to that the Prevention and Cruelty Act is there for to reduce the pain or to reduce the unnecessary pain to the animal when the animal is used for experimentation. So this is the main aspects of that. So whatever the guidelines is provided by CPCA, and under these guidelines, so every person, those who handle that the animals, should be taken care about the all the guidelines and the responsibility of the CPCA. So day to day or regularly they can revise the guidelines regarding to the how to handle animals during experimentation or after the experimentation. So this is one of the aspects. So the secretariat of the CPCA guidelines or committee is a time to time we can provide the guidelines regarding the how to handle that laboratory animals during AIDS. So during this, so as you know this, in our institute, every institute, those who handle the animals. So one of the committee is formed in that institute. It is a institutional animal ethics committee, right? So the institutional animal ethics committee. So can this committee, this college committee. So if the college wants to do the experimentation on the animal, so that committee should be formed. So, but that committee, IAC, Institutional Animal Ethics Committee, that committee is given the documents to the CPCA, CPSCA. So CPSCA is the central committee. So this CPSCA committee is are given the license or approval to the IACA committee. Those are institutional committees there. Then, so this institutional ethics committee, IACA committee, until not given the approval, so he cannot be forwarded to the experimentation on the animal. So approval or the license must be required for from the CPCA committee. Then every colleges which establish the IEC committee, and he can perform the all the experiment on the animal after this approval. So so this is a different CPCA guidelines is provided, different SOPs guidelines is provided. So how to handle that animals very carefully. So then, so what is purpose of the IACA guidelines? So IACA is Institutional Ethical Committee. So you can design. It's particularly for every expense shall be performed under the supervision of the persons. So those how the person will be handle that expenditures, he should be have the qualified person, right? And he should be given the approval from the veterinary doctors. So in that institutional ethical committee, right? So also one of the member in that the committee is the veterinary doctor. So under these guidelines of veterinary doctor, so those are qualified person in the college, so he can only can be perform that experimentation on the animal. This is one of the aspects. So the experiment is performed. Uh, Main purpose of the IC is whatever the experiment is performed in the college, we have to take care in the immunity ground. So all the animals should be reduce the pain is a main purpose to reduce the unnecessary pain to the animal. So before, after, or maybe during that experimentation, so there is a main purpose behind this to that. So animals should be experimentation on the animal. This is one of the aspects. So we can decide at different animals, and this committee is given the approval to the ISC committees. The ISC committee then decided which animal is selected. So what are the facilities available in the college, right? So that lab, this a particular animal house, right, should be approved by the CPCA, right? So if you're not approved, you cannot be do the explanation of the animal. So the approval must be is necessary. So every college should have the appropriate animal house. So in that it's include the quarantine area, it's include that administrative area, it's include that the experimentation area, right? And that is a then it is a housing area or the bedding area. So these are the many components in that the animal house. So all this component must be approved by CPCA, and after approval, then the college level can decide it to select the animals and which experimentation is decided and do the experimentation on the animal. So this is a main purpose behind is to keeping the syllabus in your RMB uh, RMB syllabus. We move forwards. So is particularly these are the all animal law is there. Is the Constitution of India, Indian Penal Code 1860, Criminal Procedure Code 1973, Prevention of the Cruelty to the Animal Act 1960, the Wildlife Protection Act 1972, then the Police Acts also is there, then Municipal Corporation Acts. So this all the act is related to the animal prevention of the animals and to during expiration so that the animal should be reduce the pain is the main purpose to that. Then this is the functions of the CPCA committee. The CPCA committee is the this committee for purpose of the control and supervision of the experimentation of the animal. So this is a long form of that CPCA. So and this is a centralized committee, and this centralized committee main function of the centralized committee is registration to the established those who are conducting the experiments on the animal or breeding of the animals in own animal house, right? So the, both this purpose is CPCA is provide the registration to the different colleges. So this is the main function of the CPCA is after the scrutinize or inspected that animal house, and after inspecting that animal house, whether have the college have the facilities to breeding, facilities to the experimentation, and appropriate facilities is the establishment is there in college or not. After this saying, after this scrutinize, right? So then given the registration to the colleges, right? So this main function is CPCA is registration. Then next is selection of the appointment of the nominees. So after the registration, so during registration, so the college should be given us some committee in that committee maybe it's contained the one of the pharmacologist, one of the veterinarians are there, also the principal is one of the member, and another member in the college. So these are the 5 to 6 member in that committee, right? So then, so can college level you can nominate the all the committee members, and that's committee members. This list is provided to the CPCA, and then the CPCA is approved to that the committee, right? And after approval, that then they can function all these nominees in that the committee. Then approval of the animal house facilities. So this is one of the, as you know, there's a number of the inspection in the colleges are there. Maybe PCI inspection, HDK inspection, or it is a university inspection. So this main inspection purpose is to that to see that whether the infrastructure is available properly or not, whether the staff is properly available or not. This all are inspected by that person. And after this, seeing all this facilities in the colleges, then you can provide that registration to the IAC committee. Then permission for conducting experiment involving use of the animal. Then the committee is also given the permission. So which animal is selected for that, for the experimentation. So which animal for the particular experiment is decided will be is given the permission. So this committee is given the permission to the colleges. The recommendation for the import of the animals for use in the experimentation. Suppose if the animal is not available in India, so then college also import the animals from the other country also, a foreign country, right? So, but that's required the permission from the CPCA if you want to import that animals from the other countries. Then action against the establishment in case of violation. So if the college level, any case of violation is there in the norms and in the whatever the guidelines is provided, if you have violated that guidelines, right, or any illegal anything is doing in the colleges, right? So you can CPCA is action against the colleges or IEC committee, and this total IEC committee is dissolved by the persons. The total IS committee is dissolved after this and is decided by this ISCBC committee. So it's a main function. Then, so what is goal of that ISC committee? What is goal of CPCA there? To promote the human care of the animals is the main purpose to that. To promote the human care of the animals which are used in the biomedical as well as behavioral research and testing. What is the experimentation which are experimentation on the animal in the day-to-day regular practical as well as any research or any different biological testing are there side. So this so the main purpose to promote the human care of the animal is one of the aspects, and its main goal of CPCA committee is for. Then provide a specification that is enhance the animal well-beingness. So animals should not be the painful or unnecessary pain to the animal not be given, right? And so we can provide such type of the specifications by the CPCA committee time to time, and to also can enhance the animal well-beingness of that. Then provide the quality in the gaining advanced biological knowledge that is relevant to the human and animals. So day to day or time to time, this committee is provided the guidelines to the every colleges or the IH committees, and to gaining the that knowledge, gaining the that particular pharmacologist knowledge. Okay. Then So why animals are used in research? So we know that different animal experimentation and experiment animal can be used in the in a college level to experimentation on that. So you can use a different monkey, dog, or different albino rats, albino rabbits, or guinea pigs, right? Or different animals. Animals can be used for their experimentation. So why this animal only can be selected for experimentation? So it's the main purpose behind this. To so the main reason for that. So why these animals are selected? So basic aim, this basic purpose of this, the principle of anatomy and physiology is true for the human. Means that's anatomy and physiology of all the animals are simulated to the human, right? So especially for the mammals, simulated to the humans are the same to that the human also. That's why this animals is selected for that experimentation. So, but certain strains or the breeds of the animals get the same disease or the conditions of the human. So this also this is one of the reason. So certain strains of the breeds animals get the some disease, same disease with conditions to the human. Same disease of the human is maybe chances to the animal. So that's why. So if you want to some of the treatment is given to that animals, and some of the drug is given to that animals and treated. So this condition to that simulated condition which are used in that animal. Then with the animals, we can control their environment temperature. So very difficult to control the human, but it is very easy to control the animals. So before the experimentation or the during experimentation or that after the experimentation, so can animals can be controlled very easily. So can control the environmental temperature, can control the humidity, so can protect from the different diseases for that animal, right? If I control all this environmental condition, right? So that's why this in a animal house we should be we can maintain that the temperature appropriate, the temperature or the relative humidity appropriate. So not because any disease to the animal, so can control the health of the animal. So that's why the environmental temperature, environmental control should be must be required, and that is a possible to the animals only, right? So we can use scientifically valid no animals are there. So this says it is scientific basis there because the anatomic and physiology is a true at the same as to human. That's why we can use for that. So these are the reasons for to use the animals for experimentation. Then the objective of this CPCA guidelines. The goal of these guidelines is to promote the human care of the animals, which are used in biomedical as well as a behavioral research and testing to avoid the unnecessary pain before, during, and after experimentation, to provide the guidelines regarding the housing. So before experimentation, so we can import the animals or we can uh, uh, collect the animals from the different sources, and then you can in housing to new experimentation to animal house. So before experimentation, we have to control the temperature, we have to control relative humidities. So whether the diet is fully available or not, whether the water facilities are available or not. So all we can see before it's housing to the animal. Then see every animal should be taken care regarding to the full of water, regarding the full of the diets, regarding to the full of the vitamin or a different uh, some of these vitamins also given to the animal. Then breeding facilities is also there, also is or not. So such guidelines is provided. Then maintenance of the animal, so housing, so appropriate housing, so caring of the animals, breeding of the animals, and maintenance of the animals. Is all our guidelines is provided by CPC. Then source of the experimental animals are there. So also the CPCA committees they provided some of the so where the animal is available right? So you can give the some of the list to the colleges, like college level, so where the animal is available. Then the college will be decided to procure that all the animals from that different sources, and we can purchase from the different sources for the experimentation. Then acceptable experimental procedure for anesthesia or euthanasia. Right. So this all those guidelines is provided by CPCA regarding the acceptable experimental procedure. So procedure is appropriate. So the procedure means that how to handle that animal is one of the procedure. So how to take the care of the animals is one of the procedure. Or the breeding of the animal, how to breeding of the animal, one of the procedure. Or a different experimentation is there. So if you want to collecting the blood sample, we have appropriate procedure. So where can collect the blood sample from the rabbit or blood sample from the rat, right? So it's how the appropriate procedure is there, right? So this all these guidelines is provided by CPCA, and this is a the objectives of the CPCA. Then next is the veterinary care is very important. So because all the animals should be taken care due to the unnecessary pain is our main purpose behind test. So adequate veterinary care must be provided and is a responsibility of the veterinarian or person those who has training or experience in the laboratory animals, the science and medicine. So those who have handled that animal, the person should have the appropriate knowledge, so appropriate training, appropriate experience to handle handle that animals and do the experimentation on the animal. So the person should be trained, right? Without unnecessary pain to the animal is a will be avoided. Then observe the regularly for the sign of illness. So taken care of the animals. So every animal should be observed in every hour. So if the animals is housed in the cages, we appropriate water and the food is we can provide it. Then we can observe that every animals at every hourly. So what will be changes on of that animal after the explantation or before explantation. So we have to observe that animal is very important. Right. So observe the animal. So because it is very important. So the person, so those are the trained person who can handle that animals and observe that animals regularly. So whether the during the explanation, whether is illness is there, whether is injury of the that animal is there, whether is abnormal behavior of that animal is there. So such observation must be required or observation regarding to the so there is different indication to the observation, right? Illness means you can take if the animal is illness, be chances there is a will affect their uh, temperature, body temperature, or will affect the body temperature, or maybe change the activity of the animal, right? So these are the main concern of the animal is illness, right? So then, if there is injuries there, it is abnormal behavior is there. So we can observe by the every time by the pharmacologist as well as those who have handled that animal. Then contagious disease can also so if the sometime chances there is a some of the disease will be causing to the animal. So and if the same animal which are keeping a group of animal, it may chances there is this disease will be spread to the other animal. So that's why. So those the animal is which are contagious disease. If you have the, some of the disease, so this animal is we can keeping separately, separate cage or isolate from that healthy animal, right? So this is a veterinary care. So every time we have to take care about the animal is the important aspect. Then next thing is that animal procurement of that. So all the animals are must be acquired with a license lawfully, right? So what are the guidelines is provided by CPCA? So all the guidelines is followed by the every colleges or the IAC committee, and you can procure that animals as lawfully from the other sources, and keeping in the house in a own house, animal house. Then surveillance program for the screening of the animals should be carried out to assess animal quality. So every time before purchasing of the animal, so this is a very important aspect that so whether the animal is healthy or not. So we have to observe that animal or we have to determine that whether the animal is healthy or not before purchasing of the animal. Right. Then after purchasing and keeping the animal house, in this animal house, again we can assess that the animals with the animal quality or the healthiness of that animal during its housing in your animal house. So before purchasing or after purchasing, so every time we can do the health surveillance program. So you can every time we'll check that animal whether the animal is healthy, whether the animal is quality or not. You can check by that. The method of transportation is very important in account. So this is one of the important aspects in that when you procure the animal from the different resources and from the one place to other places, right? So can transport facility is very important. So during transportation facilities, so it should have the appropriate van, right? So also can transport that animal from the one place to another places. So in that van, so it should have the appropriate excessively have the water, the food, or excessively air in that the condition. So this all the conditions should be maintained in the transportation facility also, because if you're not maintaining that, it may change the behavior of that animals or maybe change the activity of the animal also. And if the same animal we can use for the experimentation, it may change the uh, your result also. So that's why the same condition can be maintained in the animal house in a transportation facilities also. So these are very important aspects of that. If you're not maintaining, so the chances there is a effect may be vary. Effect may be changed. Right. So each consignment of the animal should be inspected for the compliance and procurement specification. So every consignment of or the procurement of the animal, so we have to check that animal very important. So whether the whatever the specification of the animal we have decided, yeah, the committee is decided. So that specification of the animal can be purchased from that different sources. Right. So compliance is very important. Compliance with the procurement of the animals. So it should be quarantined. Hello. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Hello,
sir.
आवाज येतोय?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Then we can check the each consignment of the animal should be inspected all the animals during procurement, right? And we can keep in a quarantine area in the animal house, so we can make the all the animals will be stabilized according to the procedure. So the according to procedures, what are the guidances provided by CPCA says all guidances follow during its stabilization of the animal. So the stabilization is one of the important procedure during experimentation, because after the procurement of the animal, so that animal we can keep in the animal house in appropriate condition. See if the animal is not be stabilized in those or change environment, right? It will affect your result also. So the animal should be stabilized with this the physiologically, anatomic, and physiologically of that the animal. So then it can give the appropriate effect of that. So stabilization is very important because what the temperature is previously but the environmental control is previously that all should be controlled in your animals also. So that is called as stabilization. So appropriate species you can check. So whether what are the species you want, whether is available, whether it's procured same pieces or not, can check every time. Then the quarantine. So this is so everybody knows that presently there is what is quarantine. So make it isolate. So animal is keep isolate from the different animals, right? So the quarantine. So if having that the problem of the animals or any disease of the animal, if the animal is illness, right? So this same animal we can keep separately. So that is called as a quarantine area. Keep separately and given the treatment to that animal so can recover that animal after this in quarantine. So because same animal you can keep in the group, it may chances there is a spread of the disease and will be chances of spread of the disease. So can avoiding that problem. So those have such type animal can keep separately in quarantine area, right? Then minimum duration of quarantine for a small animal is 1 week, right? For larger animal is 6 weeks also. So the quarantine is also for the disease animals, or also you can use for the different if your newly animal is purchasing from the different sources, right? So you can keep that animal is separately and can see the can observe that behavior of that animal, whether is behavior is uncertain or the behavior is not appropriate, right? So then we can detect of that. So that's why the quarantine area should be provided in the every animal house, so can keeping the that animal in that area. Then effective quarantine minimize the chance of introduction of pathogens. Right. So every animal should be kept in separately, separate cage. So avoid the problem of the microbial contaminations or any pathogens to that animal and causing the disease. Right. So the such the quarantine area should be provided in any animal house in appropriate condition, environmental condition, that is a temperature or maybe relative humidities, so all should be controlled. Then surveillance and diagnosis and treatment and control of disease. So can observe the for a sign of illness or the injury of the abnormal behavior. So every animal observe many time at a stipulated time. So we can sign of illness or the injury of the abnormal behavior. Or sometimes it be chances of unexpected death and sign of illness should be reported. Right. So it may be chances some of from that from thousands of the animal, the one animal may be chances as a unexpected death of the animals. So not be any causing to the animal, or not be detect that what are the causes of that death of the animal. So this is unexpected deaths. So while be that death again we can detect it. So if the animals are known to be exposed to that infectious agents, can keep in intact or isolated. So if you know that the animals have some of the disease or some of the infection to the animal, so this animal we can keep separately to the in a isolated form. Then diagnostic clinical laboratories may be made available. So always be in an animal house. So it should be required. Different facilities should be provided. Experimentation of the animal. So different drug is testing on the animal is maybe anti-inflammatory type of drug, maybe anti-analgesic type of drug, or maybe skeletal muscle relaxant type of drug. So will be so all this drug will be acting, will be experimentation on the animal and see that what is the effect on that. Right. So diagnostic clinical lab tests. So you should have the facilities to collecting the blood sample or collecting the urine sample, collecting the different body fluids from the animal, and determine that can testing that all these body fluids from the animal also. So such facilities should be again is provided in the college level, and that's guidelines is provided by CPC. Then stabilization and separation must be required. So the if you know that there is a stabilization. So that animals what are the procured from the all the sources should be stable properly. If not stable, so the effect may be different. So stabilization is very important of that animal. So there is a physiological stabilization, psychological stabilization, or nutritional stabilization must be should be given before their use of that. So before explantation of animal, so that the animal should be stable, right? The animal should be stable with the physiologically, psychological, and nutritional stabilization also there. The duration of stabilization is depending on the type and duration of the animal's transportation. Sometimes duration of stabilization is very important. After this, procurement to the animals and animals is transferred from transport from the one place to other places. If the distance of the transportation is very high, if you want to purchase the animals from the Mumbai, or we can purchase the animals from the Sangli, right? So depending upon this transportation, so stress stabilization duration must be required. Right. So as per the species of the animal, right, this is also one of the consideration. Each of the species is there and how much the stabilization period must be required for the each every animal. And then where the animal is transport from the where places will transport from that. So depending on the distance, right. So such duration of stabilization will be again decided. The separation, the physical separation of the animals by species can be recommended to prevent the interspecies disease transmission. Means if the any one of the any animals have the disease, right? So that type of the animals we can keep in separately, right? So can avoid that transmission of the disease to the another animal. Those are healthy animal and can spread up the disease to the that other animal also. That's why separation must be very important. So can eliminate the anxiety or the possible physiological and behavioral changes due to inter-species conflict. So again, this is one of the aspects. Interspecies complex, if the different animal, if the same species there, it's a no problem. But if the different species is there, it will affect the result also. Right. So if I use that different species, maybe Swiss species or albino species, right? So these are different species are there. Swiss species or albino species. Some of the other species also there. If the species are different, so can this all the species we can keeping in separately, right? And so if you are keeping that same different